Shalak Akim. My son came. His name is Kashak. Say Shalom.
Shalom.
Salute the brothers.
Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
Khan. We're going to get back into it. Go ahead and start from the top. Call it out.
This is Proverbs 24, verse 3. Through wisdom is a house built, and by understanding is it established.
Right. So just like I was getting into, if you ever watch those survival shows, the first thing they say is when they get into a situation is you got to build a house now that you have the time. Well, you got the sunlight, where you got the warmth of the day, where you got the time of the light. That's what we're in right now. We're in that time of building that house. Soon the darkness is going to come and you ain't going to have that ability no more. You're not going to be able to. Just like a person that is not wise in surviving, that they would, not build a house and wait till it gets dark. Then they're going to be out in the cold, out in the rain. Animals could get them. But a person that's wise, that got judgment, given to them through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is going to know what time we're in. We're in the end times. So what are we going to do? We're going to build a house. And the house is actually a spiritual house built by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this house you can't choose to come to. He has to call you to come to and build and be a part of. Go ahead. That's that pouring out. He's the one that pours it out upon you. That's why it's not for everybody. This truth isn't for everybody. Because he didn't give everybody the same. Like an animal, like a dog doesn't have the same understanding as a man. So a dog has a certain limited amount of judgment. Go ahead.
And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches.
Right, and that's talking about the kingdom. But go back to that last verse again. Read that one more time.
This is Proverbs 24, verse 3. Through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding is it established.
Established. And the word established is, if you go into looking that word up into the etymology, it goes back into put together. That's what established means, or to erect. And that's what we're doing. We're erecting the temple of the Most High through the men. Through men. It's not about mortar, brick, none of that. There's no actual material except for these flesh bodies and these scriptures that we use. Otherwise, it's all spiritual. But you got to have that wisdom to know it's time to build a house while you can. Because just like the five foolish brides, they didn't have no oil. They didn't have no light to see. See? Go ahead and jump to John 1. Yeah. And that's what we're talking about. Wisdom. Wisdom is that righteous judgment that you have given to you through these scriptures in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And what it is, you know what time it is. You know martial law is coming. You know that the RFID chip is coming. You know that FEMA camps are coming. You know that those nukes are coming. You know that Yahushai is coming most of all. So then what do? You prepare a house. And all these other heathens, these people without faith, they're building earthly riches. That's why you see them building bunkers. That's why you see them building, storing up mass amounts of food, money, all these different things, because they don't have the righteous judgment given to us through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They only got a carnal mind. So they only think about the flesh. Go ahead.
This is John 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
Go ahead.
The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made.
Talking about Yahushai. Go ahead.
In Him was life, and the life was the light of men.
In Him was life. And the life was what?
was the light of men.
And the life was the light of men. What does light do? Just like now, we're sitting in a lit up room. It gives light so that we are able to see. Go to, what is that? Matthew 5, I think it is. And that's what we're talking about. That's that able to see that what's coming, so then you build a house, just like we were getting into. Right here. Get verse 14 of 5. You know? And the life that was in Yahushua, which is the word, is the light of men. Meaning we're able to see with this truth. And the truth is given through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Go ahead,
This is Matthew 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Right. Talking about Israel. Starting with the elect. We can't be hid. That's why we're out there on the streets prophesying. Go ahead.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Right. The house of Israel. And that's what we're doing. We're not just giving edification to the elect. We're out there just for the elect. But we are out also edifying the two-third, because a lot of them are learning who they are. And also we're condemning the heathens, starting with that so-called white man. Go ahead.
Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
And that's what we're doing. And that's why we do these videos, is so that each other may learn from each other, may receive that light, may receive that wisdom, that understanding, and that we may repent and glorify the Most High through the Spirit of Yahushua. You know? So wisdom, there's a lot into wisdom. Wisdom is given. It was created and given by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And the reason why in the Apocrypha it calls it wisdom of her, because it's telling you of this relationship you're supposed to have, this intimacy you're supposed to have with the understanding and the wisdom of the Most High. Because the scriptures are the Most High's intimate thoughts. You just don't let anybody know your intimate thoughts, but only an elect group. So then, as he did that, he gave his elect men a portion greater than the rest. He poured it out upon them, and they're going to have that light to see and that ability to build that, be part of that building of the temple, which is the body of the church, which is the men, the men that are on the streets pushing this truth with sincerity. But with that, brothers, we're going to go ahead and say Shalom.
Shalom.
And we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule Great Millstone well. And Shalom to all you Akim pushing this truth that are of the elect. May you brothers endure unto the end. Shalom.
Shalom.